Hey y'all, what's going on, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video about candles, candle magic or candle workings, however you want to call it. It is definitely one of my most potent practices, and is something that has really helped me a lot when it comes to just manifesting, opening up my psychic gifts, receiving clarity, speaking with my guides, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm trying to move this ring light. I don't know if it's... I hate that I can see the reflection in my glasses. Okay, yeah, so anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be talking about candles today. This is a long time coming, this video. I have been wanting to do a video about this for a while now, and yeah, a lot of people ask me questions like, how can I communicate with my guides? How can I manifest? How can I clear out my energy? I just feel like very stuck. I feel very blocked, and candle work is a great way to do that. It's really simple, it's really easy, and this video is meant to just show you a more practical approach to doing it. It's meant to be super simple. You really don't need a lot of materials. You just literally need a glass candle. So yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of how I do the candle work that I do, and hopefully at the end of the video you have more of an understanding of how you can incorporate candle work into your life, different tips, different ways in which it can be used, what it can be used for, and also maybe some of you guys feel intuitively guided to maybe add to what you learn from this video, or maybe just tweak it however it fits your modality with spirituality. So yeah, so let's just get into it. If you see me look over this way, it's because I took some notes, because I have a way of getting into the video and going way off topic, going off on a tangent, just talking about other things. So it's just to keep me on task, okay? So yeah, so like candles, so everyone always says that the eyes are the window to the soul, but personally I feel like candles and flames, like flames, are a mirror of the soul. If you think about it as a soul, right, us, like who we truly are at our core, because this human skin is not who we are, right? This is just a vessel. Flame is like the internal soul. It's literally like a mirror to the soul, because our soul is a flame that never goes out. So if you think about it, we incarnate here multiple times over multiple lifetimes, different forms, different bodies, and our soul is forever. Even if our bodies perish in each incarnation, our soul is forever. So I feel like candles are an extension of that. I feel like candles are a great extension of our intention. Sometimes, when we want to request something from the universe, from our guides, whether it be, we want to manifest happiness in our lives, whether we want more abundance, whether we want more success, if we want to gain clarity, if we want to gain more understanding, if we want to just remove wherever we're feeling blocked in our lives, or clearing out chakras, candles are a great way to do that. You can use it for calling in your spiritual team, connecting with your guardian angels, connecting with the archangels, with the saints, with different deities. You can use it for calling in money, for calling in abundance, for calling in happiness, for clearing out your chakras, clearing out any blockages that may be existing within your physical or etheric body, and just finding just more clarity, getting more clarity, maybe opening up your third eye, things like that. Go to the Botanica now. If you have a Botanica near you and all that, you might notice that they have so many different candle colors. They have so many different types of candles. They have the ones that are in the glass, they have the ones without glass. The ones that are in the glass might have like imprints and images on it, prayers, things for different purposes. You might find some that are for guardian angels. You might find some that are for Jesus, for Mother Mary, for love, some that are for gaining employment, for winning a court case, for drawing in money, all these different things, right? So people use candles for like so many different purposes. I'm gonna go into the colors for each one, and I'm also going to show you guys how I do my candle workings after. Like, I'm going to show you guys a way that you can do it, and also the steps that I take, right? So white candles are good for almost anything. Like if you want to clear your energy, if you want to ask for protection, white, they consider white to be like the color of like light, the color of purity, the color of protection. So if you want to like clear your energy out, you want to like open up roads, if you want to call forth your guardian angel, if you want to just ask for protection, white is the ideal color for you to start off with and use. Red candles. Red candles correspond with the root chakra energy center. They're also associated as well with Archangel Michael. Whenever we look at Archangel Michael candles, they're always red, so that is definitely Archangel Michael's color. Red candles are good when it comes to wanting to attract or manifest love, wanting to remove blockages in the root chakra center, receive grounding, like if you really want to ground yourself. This is the best color to use. If you're trying to work with Archangel Michael, you can also use this color as well, this candle color as well, to call upon him, to ask for his assistance and support, to protect you, to guide you. He is one of the more high vibrational guides, so definitely if you want to work with him, then red is the candle to go for. Green candles are good for the heart chakra. So if you're trying to clear blockages in your heart chakra center, then green is definitely the color to use. It's also the color for health, for vitality, for Mother Earth, as well as money. If you're trying to attract money and abundance into your life, if you're trying to increase your health, your spiritual health, your physical health, green candles are definitely the ones to use. If you also want to work with Archangel Raphael, who is the archangel that deals with health, that deals with the medical field, that also just deals with overall vitality and wellness, that is also a good candle color to use as well. Now, orange candles are for the sacral chakra center. Orange is typically used for wanting to attract passion, wanting to attract more creativity, more motivation with accomplishing your goals. If you need more inspiration, if you just need to just get like a boost in your energy. The sacral chakra also is associated with like the sexual organs, so maybe if you may be feeling a little blocked in that area as well, this would be a great candle to use to kind of clear that energy out. This can also just help you with feeling more vibrant, more balanced, more happy, more at peace, and just giving you that necessary spark that we need sometimes when it comes to accomplishing our goals. Blue is associated with the throat chakra, so if you are having difficulties when it comes to speaking your truth, if you feel like your throat chakra is a little bit blocked, this is a great candle color for you to use. It also is associated with mercurial energy, or the energy of Mercury, which to me it deals with like thought. It's an air sign, so it deals with thought, it deals with communication. So if you are having troubles in those areas, maybe with speaking your truth, maybe with being more authentic, with being more confident, this is definitely a color that can assist you. If you just want to be more focused, if you want to just be able to just express yourself a lot better with more clarity, with more confidence, this is also good for opening up the lines of communication with your spiritual team. So if you want to communicate more clearly to your guides, I mean, they're always listening to you and they're always around you, but if you want to just establish more clear communication with them, then this is definitely the candle color to use. Also, if you're like a writer or a musician and you're having issues with like writer's block, this would be a good candle to use to clear out that energy as well. Now, purple candles are amazing. Definitely one of my favorites to use because they are good for the third eye as well as the crown chakra centers. So if you are someone where you may be feeling blocked in those areas, if you want to receive more messages, if you want to receive more downloads, more clear visions, if you want more clarity in your dreams, if you're trying to connect with your spiritual team, connect with your benevolent ancestors, connect with your spirit guides, this is a great candle color for you to use. If you want to have more understanding about your spiritual path, if you attract more things that are going to help you on your journey, then this is a good candle color for you to use as well. Also, if you're trying to work with the archangels that are more so dealing with spiritual things like Archangel Metatron, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Jeremiah, this is a good candle color for you to work with too. So if you're trying to like just establish more clear connection with understanding your spirituality, understanding who you are, gaining more esoteric knowledge, this is the candle color for you to use. Pink candles are very good when it comes to love. It also deals with the heart chakra as well. So if you're trying to attract more love towards yourself, love towards others, just more happiness, more vibrance, feeling more at peace, feeling more comfortable in your own skin, pink would be a great color for you to use as well. Connecting with your divine feminine energy, just being able to feel more love in your present moments, pink would be the candle for you to use. It can also help if you're having issues with forgiveness, if you're having issues when it comes to healing from wounding, from love, and just attracting more love into your life overall. Okay, so I actually forgot to film for the yellow. I forgot to talk about what yellow is about. Jeez Louise. So this is going to be off camera shot just because I completely my setup this is as I'm editing the video, I'm adding this in. But yes, so I still wanted to go into yellow. I completely skipped over it. See, this is why I need notes to keep track of myself. But anyways, so yellow is the color for the solar plexus, and women often experience blockages in this area. We often hold a lot of trauma, wounding in our bellies. So I feel like if you have issues with anxiousness or nervousness, issues with confidence, maybe if you're even prone to depression, this is the ideal color for you to use. It's also associated with the energy of the sun, and of course the sun represents vitality. It is literally a living being that restores us, that brings us back to life. So I feel like if you're trying to manifest healing when it comes to happiness or wellness, then this is the color to use. This can just help you with feeling more balanced, more grounded when it comes to your own happiness and stability. Brown candles are associated with Mother Earth. They're also associated with grounding energy. So this can actually be used in addition with red candles too, because red is like for grounding as well, but with the root chakra. But brown is more about connecting with like the earthly energies, the earthly elements. This would be a great candle if you're trying to like just ground your energy overall. You can also use this in conjunction with a tiger's eye as well, just when you want more assistance with grounding, feeling more stable, feeling more balanced, just feeling more present. If you're trying to achieve more restoration and balance in your home, in your life overall, then brown would be a great candle for you to use. Silver candles are great for the new moon and for the full moon cycles. They're associated with the lunar goddess, with the lunar spirit. So if you are trying to connect with your guides during the moon phases, if you are someone where you like to use the moons to manifest or to do energy work or to draw things in or to clear out any blockages, then silver would be the great candle to use. I find that this is a candle that is very powerful. So this is something that you have to be super intentional about when you're using silver candles. It's also good for improving your psychic gift. It's also good for providing visions, providing guidance to you, just giving you more clarity when it comes to your third eye and your crown, hearing your guides a lot more clearly. I feel like when you light this candle, they come forward very strong. You gain more understanding of what it is that they're trying to tell you, and your intuition just gets heightened. So this is definitely a candle if you're trying to do that. Gold is like the color of like success, fortune, prosperity. So if you want to attract those kinds of energies into your life, gold candles are definitely good for that. I also just feel that this could be a good candle for protection as well. If you're trying to like establish more protection, you want to just attract more abundance, more manifest more money, more opportunities to make money in your life, gold would be a great candle for you to use. Then there's black candles. Now personally, I don't work with black candles. I know some people do, but I don't. And yeah, but those are usually like if people use them for protection purposes. I personally just prefer to use like a white candle, but you know, whatever you feel resonates with your spirituality, you can do. So yeah, we're gonna get into actually creating the candle, prepping it for when you want to actually ask for something. Okay, now I'm not going to prep this one necessarily because I didn't really clear it out yet and it's still brand new. I just got this one. Okay, so this is a little green candle and it's a glass candle. Now personally, I prefer using glass candles just because I feel like it's more safe. Like I like to be able to read them once they're empty and once they're done, which we're going to get into that as well. But I personally love using glass candles. I think that they're the best thing to use. So what I like to do first is I like to take some Palo Santo. Okay, or you can use, sage if you use sage for smudging. And you're going to take your Palo Santo, and you have your candle, right? And this is like you just bought it. Okay, you brought it home, and you're gonna light your Palo Santo, and then you are going to go counterclockwise around the candle at least 3 times, right? Because 3 is a very powerful number. It's a very highly spiritual number, right? And we are going counterclockwise because counterclockwise is the motion for uncrossing and removal. So we're going to go counterclockwise, and we're going to connect and ask our guides. We're going to pray over it and ask our guides to remove any energies that the candle may have picked up during manufacturing before it made its way to you. Okay, so this is great because you want to always clear the energies on anything when you are using it for spiritual practice and purposes, just because you don't know what kind of energy it could have been carrying before it made its way to you. Okay, so then once you do that, you're going to now take your candle and you can dress the candle. Now, personally, I feel like less is more. You really don't need to go that crazy when it comes to dressing your candles. But what I like to do is I like to take a little smidge of cinnamon powder, and I like to place it around, right, the rings, like in here, like around this edge part. Okay, sometimes as well, depending on how your surface is, if you have it on your altar, I like to spray cinnamon powder around the candle, because cinnamon powder is, or cinnamon in general, it's a really good herb that's used for protection. It's really good for amplifying a manifestation or a prayer request. It's really good for just drawing in powerful energy. You can use it for cleansing. You can use it for just wanting to attract what it is that you want. And I find that it makes the prayer and the request a lot more powerful. So you can dress it with some cinnamon powder. If you have like oils, like special oils and things that you want to use. So if you have like oils, like for example, I got these from the Botanica. So you have like concentration oil. Okay. Now green, this would be more of a candle that I would use for attracting money or opportunities to create more money. If you're in a business, drawing in more clients and so on and so forth. So for this, I would maybe use, dinero oil or money oil, because this would be good for drawing in and attracting money. Okay. Then I would also use my protection oil, because you want to have protection over your request. You want protection over your practice. Okay. And you can go to your Botanica, or you can actually shop online too, however you guys get your products, but you can really get these things online. So whichever ones you feel called towards can really help. I have St. Clair oil, which is good for removing blockages, clearing your path. This is a saint that really helps with that. So if you feel like you're blocked in some way towards receiving abundance or receiving your manifestations and things, then that would be a great oil for you to use as well. You can also call upon her to assist you with this prayer request, right, with your candle. So once you do that, like I said, less is more. So you don't want to pour it directly on the wick itself. I prefer to like put it around it, like around in the corners. Or if you want, you can just dab a little bit on your finger and then just go around the ring. And when you're putting the oil on the ring at the top, you go clockwise, because clockwise is bringing the energy towards you. Counterclockwise is for removing and clearing. Yeah, so if you feel like you're being blocked, clockwise, with your protection oil is to keep you protected, because you want to draw in protection towards you, right? Clockwise is the energy of moving forward. If you want to banish and remove something, then you go counterclockwise. So that's only for when you are actually trying to clear the energy of the candle itself before you actually start. Okay. Once you've dressed your candle, you can also take some sage. I like to take a little bit of the leaves and things, and maybe sprinkle a little bit, not a lot, because if you use too much sage, it's going to produce too high of a flame when you're done. Yeah, if you use too much sage leaves, it produces too high of a flame, and then what you might find is that you get like darker shadows around your candle where they don't need to be, because that's never a good sign. And we're going to go into reading the candle once it's done after, but You want to make sure that you have, like, just like I said, less is more. You really don't need to put too many things on top of the candle itself. Just dress it lightly. Some people like to use glitter. It's totally up to you and what you feel called to do. It's not required. You can use glitter if you want, but it's really not required. But however you guys dress your candles, because I know some people do different things. Okay, so then once you're done with that, you now will take a piece of paper, okay, and on your piece of paper you are going to write a letter. Now I find that this is extremely powerful. Some people call it petitions, but this is a really great way for you to speak clearly about what it is that you want. Why are you lighting this candle? What is your intention here? What is it that you're trying to attract? If you're trying to attract more abundance, or even if it's health, you know, maybe you have not been feeling the best lately, or maybe you just want like overall health, like a protection of health around your family, around your home. This would be a great way for you to do it. And you would write out in the piece of paper, you know, dear my spiritual team, or, you know, if you're working with Archangel Raphael, you would say, dear Archangel Raphael, or you would say, you know, dear God, dear source, however, you know, whoever you are addressing it to, right? Because if for some people, maybe you want to connect with your spiritual guides, maybe you're doing this to ask your ancestors for assistance as well. So you can start off with, dear my benevolent ancestors. It's totally up to you. So when you do this, first, when you write your letter, you're always going to start off with gratitude, okay? You want to start off by saying thank you. You know, you're thanking. To give is to receive, guys. So you really want to make sure that you are giving gratitude towards your spiritual team, thanking them for all of their effort, thanking them for their support, thanking them for assisting you on your journey, okay? They are protecting you whether you understand it or not, okay? You can also give thanks for waking up. You know, sometimes people say, oh, I don't know what to give gratitude for. Sometimes you can give gratitude for just waking up and getting the breath of life, for having another day, for being present, for being here, right? Because some of us don't even get that chance, right? So the fact that you're even able to see this video just means that you're truly blessed. So give thanks for your blessings. And then once you do that, then you will ask them, well, you know, please, can you assist me with receiving more health, more protection over my family, over my home, with receiving more abundance, you know, for my business, or with receiving more abundance in my life, with receiving more money to be able to pay my bills, with receiving more abundance to be able to help my family, or to be able to, you know, however that's, you know, be as specific as possible, okay? But also show respect, you know? And then once you do that, however the letter doesn't, you know, it can be as long as you feel called to do. This is all intuitive. So it's like, if you feel like the letter needs to be a page, it can be a page, but it's totally up to you guys. So once you're done with that, you will say thank you. And then you sign, you know, with love, and then you put your name. And when you're taking the piece of paper now, I'm gonna actually take a page from one of my journals, just to give an example. Okay, so once you're done, you know, you've addressed your letter already, you've signed it, it's finished. Now when you're taking the piece of paper, you're folding it towards yourself. Why? Because you're calling in this energy. You want it to come towards you. So you're not going to fold it away, because then you're pushing it away, right? It's all about, you know, intention, visualization, okay? So you're going to fold the piece of paper to call the energy towards you, okay? Then you fold again, okay? Then you fold again, okay? That's it. Or, you know, you can leave it like this, because you're going to put now, when you're done, you're going to put the candle on top of the paper. Okay, and then you're going to place it on your altar, or wherever you're placing your candle at. Then what I do is I hold out my left hand, because the left hand receives energy. Okay, this is our psychic hand, so it receives energy. So you hold out your hand, you have your lighter, okay, for argument's sake, this is the lighter. You have your lighter. And then you're going to now pray over the candle. You're praying to your guides again, and you're saying to them, thank you so much for coming forward. Thank you for hearing my prayer. Please receive this petition or this prayer request. You can recite again, you know, what you are asking for, why you're asking for it, and also just giving a lot of gratitude, you guys. Then once you are done, you are going to take it now and light the candle, okay? And you leave it, okay? Now, now we're going to go into like what the flame is looking like, okay? Because sometimes you might find that the flame is super high. If the flame is really high, this is amazing. This means that the prayer is so strong, the intention was so powerful, and that the guides have heard it clearly, okay? Now, if the flame is low, maybe you did not put as much energy and power and effort into, or intention into, the working. Maybe as well, this also means that it's been received, but it's coming in slowly. A low flame means that the energy was not as powerful. Maybe you needed to put a little bit more effort and intention into the candle itself and into the process of calling in whatever it is that you are asking for. You have a dancing flame, you know, like it's going, ooh. Then that's actually a great sign. That means that the guides are present, that they are hearing you, that they have received your request, that they're present. So this is the time for you to actually speak with them and talk to them. If the flame is popping and kind of like making like sputtering noises, this also means that the guides are present, that they are ready to assist. So I would definitely communicate with them when you see that, okay? If the flame is blue, that is a phenomenal sign, okay? Congratulations, because it's super rare, and it means that a very high vibrational guide or an angel, some sort of deity is present, has heard your prayer, and is actually covering this request. So that means that you are receiving high levels of assistance with what you're asking for, okay? If the flame goes out, that's not a good sign. That means that what you were asking for is not being received. So maybe it's not the right time for what you're asking for. Maybe what you're asking for is not aligned for you. For example, maybe you are trying to like call in like I don't know, like something like related to love. Maybe you're trying to like bend someone's free will, which you should never do. But maybe you're trying to do something like, okay, like I want, you know, Billy Bob to come back into my life and talk to me. And Billy Bob is toxic, and you know, you weren't supposed to be talking to him anyway. So that's something that they're not going to honor, okay? So if the flame keeps going out, that means it's not aligned for you. It could also just be the candle as well too, you know, like the candle, because sometimes the way that the candle is made can also affect the way that the burn is, you know, coming out. So so definitely pay attention to that too. I would say to look and also be very conscious of where you get your candles from too. Like I would stick to like one spot, or like, you know, places that that really vibe with your energy. Personally, I like using mom and pop shops like my local Botanica, because I like to give money back into the community. So it's really up to you. So yeah, if the flame is going out, or if it won't light at all, then there's something going on there. Maybe you're just being blocked from whatever you're asking for. If things are catching on fire and there's a lot of chaos with your candle, then that means that there's some type of energy there that is blocking you, that's a little chaotic, that needs to be looked into. Maybe you need to call upon your angels for protection and for support, but something here is not right. It's not like something's not aligning for you, and that's actually pretty scary and pretty dangerous. So definitely keep an eye out for that, okay? Now, once the candle is done, once it's already burnt out and everything, if you find that at the top, okay, because as you guys can see, this one is more white, okay? So if you have soot, right, like soot up here, and it's all white and shadowy, that's a great sign. That means that there's a lot of good angels and guides that that receive the request, that honor the request. They were present, they're ready to support, they're ready to help, and that means that the request was received, okay? That means that what you are asking for is going to come forward to you. If you find that there's a lot of dark soot, like black, and you can actually test this too by like, if you just put your finger on the inside and like rub it with your finger and it's dark, if you put your hand in there and it's dark, that means that you had something there that was like dark or negative. That now, if it only stays at the top and then it goes clear the rest of the way down, then that's good. That means that whatever blockage that was there got removed and it's no longer present, so you don't have to worry about it anymore, okay? It was removed. If the dark suit goes all the way down the candle, like especially if it's past the halfway point, that's a bad sign. That means that there's something that is blocking your request. That means that that your guides, like, you need to do the candle working over again to clear that out, because whatever you were asking for, something is blocking it. That could be like a negative force, maybe some type of, like, it could be a number of things, but that's never a good sign. Okay, but if you get like a lot of like shadow, like a lot of positive shadows, especially if it's going all the way down here, that's great. That's a really, really good sign, and that means that you are being covered and you are being protected, and that what you're asking for is going to be well received. Okie dokie, so those are all of the tips that I have for you guys. If I did miss anything, let me know in the comments. You can ask me and I will get into it for you. I hope that this was super informative and helpful, and that you guys are able to now feel a little bit more confident when you want to do your candle workings, and I hope that this goes really well for you. So yes, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.